Okay, okay. Hmm. We're back again. We're again. We're back again. So. Who is there? Who is there? Who is there? I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. Uh, at first, we welcome every single person. We welcome every single person. We welcome every single person. Okay, I need to welcome you because I don't know. Okay, I welcome every single person here, both returning. I welcome both returning. I welcome both new viewers. I welcome every single body person. I welcome every single personality here. So the fact that you're joining is not taken for granted. The fact that you're thinking of joining is not taken for granted, and the fact that you're planning on joining is also not taken for granted. So that's that. And we really get the fact that you joined, and we're not here to waste your time or anything that looks like that. But uh to I don't know, that will come later. Okay, at first, before you or after you, let me just quickly introduce myself. UF Graphics by name. We don't have much light today, so we're going to be managing our view. Okay, so UF Graphics by name, and we're building a lot of topics. And we are more like everything that relates to life after school, anything that has to do with the matter of life after school, everything that has to do with students outside school life. Outside school life, it may sound strange, or let me just still try explain. What I mean there is, or more like when student graduates, or all the lifetime, or let me not say lifetime, let it not look like what's it called? Let it not look like oral or anything. So it's just more like uh, things that they're going to be facing when they are out from university. Let me just be specific. It's just more like outside university life. You get so, and we were more like trying to enlighten students, trying to help students know and see the reason why they should prepare themselves when they are still in school, why they are still in school, why they are still undergraduates, when they are still about entering. Now, or in preparing themselves, or which was trying to make, or which was trying to shape them into, is going to help them in a lot of things. Like when they are out, it's going to prevent them from or being or having a lot of problems. It's going to prevent them from being victims of plenty things, many things that we're saying here. They're not going to be a victim of it, and our goal there is just more like to help them on that part, so that it won't be nice tomorrow if we see our graduates, if we see our graduated students that wasted a year's time and resources in school being frustrated or looking like what. Do you get that? It's not going to please us, and that is why we're making this excess or these sections and available streams. I don't know if you've been joining us. We have been talking on a lot of topics that have to do with life after school, and today is just part of it. And today is okay, we'll have a different section topic today, but that's for that. And if you've been joining us already, I think if you're a student by now or before now, you should have started developing or started seeing things from a different view, far beyond what an average student is seeing something, far beyond a normal view. What I mean by there, like you should start living in a certain way or making some certain preparations. And mind you, this is just more like life after school. And if it's been neglected, like more like nobody's talking about it, just get me. People are not saying it. And this is, or let's just say, this is what triggers that saying that school is a scam. This is what is riding it. This is what is pioneering it, because our students in school, they are not being taught. They are more like teaching, they are teaching them how to read and write. They are not teaching them outside life. Have you seen it? Nobody is telling them you have to know how to make some plans. You have to, even people that are studying business, even people that are studying marketing, most of them cannot venture into a business. Most of them cannot even practicalize what they are being taught. Have you seen it now? Now when they are being trained that way, when they are being trained from that angle, and they happen to graduate, now this is a different phase of life, mind you. This another part, this is life, and it's very very broad. And if they're not being guided, like if they don't make certain plans, if they don't make certain structures available while they are still in the university, while they are still in secondary school, now if they're out, they are going to be a kind of stranded. Or let's say when their plans failed, now okay, for instance, just like a student that is still in uni, he or she will be like, once I graduated, I'm going to work in a big organization. I'm just giving an illustration. Now, maybe when he or she graduated, things changed, like things didn't work as planned. Now, mind you, such students hopes. That is why in one of our section we stated out students depending on their certificate alone is very very dangerous. It's very very dangerous. I don't know how to explain this, but that's just the fact. Like, it's not just good for a student, for an undergraduate student, to depend on your certificate wholeheartedly, because this is life, and the world or this era is moving towards or digital or area. And even with your B certificate, it doesn't guarantee you success. Even with your first class graduates, first class result, it doesn't guarantee you success. This is why most times we see successful people or people that graduated with excellent results, most of them will be riding keke. You'll be like, what is this? It's actually like it will start dawning on you that school is actually a scam. And mind you, these are just the courses. Like, when our students, when nobody taught them how to make plans, when nobody taught them how to handle pressures, when nobody taught them how to face life and face pressure, face failure, and resilience, and strive more. Do you get this? This is what real world is going to hit you. And when you're not prepared as a student, when you're not prepared as a young adult, when you're not even prepared and ready, because this is just more like an inevitable occurrence, definitely it's gonna happen, it's going to come. You're going to, in once, or it's not a course, like it's just something that is normal. In one time of your life or anything, you're going to experience failure. Maybe you're working on a particular, you're actually going to fail, and you're to figure out in a more appropriate way to do that. And when you don't have this skill, so this is more like life skill. If you call it life skill, you're right. This is just more like life skills, the ability of you or solving a problem, the ability of you being creative, the ability of you or being able to or solve a particular problem. Do you get this now? This is just more like life skills. And when you lack these life skills as a youth, as a young adult, it's really going to affect. And even with your B certificate, even if you made your first class, most organizations, it's very very painful that most organizations now, they are not after big certificates alone. Actually, they want to grow. They are going to be like, what value can you bring to this organization? What can you create? Leave your B certificate. Now, this is why or adapting to skill, adapting to other aspects in the university is also good. Like, it's going to help you. It's going to even, okay, now for instance, I think we should relate well with this now. Just like an organization that employed a lot of people, maybe thousands of people, and they were like doing recruitment process. Mind you, those people had the same qualification. Now, what distinguishes you from them, or what gives you access or getting work before them, is your other qualification, more like an extra qualification. Maybe you have other skills, maybe you can actually do a lot of things. You're going to attach them to your VC and stuff like that. Now, this is actually how you can navigate that process. And do you get, so is alarming, or if it's just more like it cannot be overemphasized that students shouldn't depend on their certificate alone. They shouldn't depend on government alone, because that's the fact. Government is not going to employ everybody. It's not just possible. It's not just possible. Even the best government cannot employ every single person. So students, the earlier they know this, the better they should start working on it. The better they should start acting upon it. The earlier they should start making some preparation. So that's more like, and if not to eliminate, we want to stop that saying that school is a scam, because everything we're saying here, it's if it's not communicated to our students, if they're not inculcated with this knowledge, and they are going to live lavishly. People that are in the university, and we are saying that university's time is not a time to feel relaxed. I marvel when I hear some students say this, I want to go to uni, I want to relax, I want to rest. No, this is more like a critical stage or in one's life, in an adult's life. So it's just more like you should utilize it. You can start up a small business. Mind you, you're still in school, yes, and for the fact that you're in school is not a room to give an excuse. Moreover, you being there, you can equally start up something and as well make a kind of grow. And mind you, it's more like light something. So we're not telling you to quit academics and go and establish a cement shop and start selling. No, no, nothing like that. So it's more like light business. easy business that students can go on with. Like you can actually merge it. And I think in one of our live stream section, we stated out how a student can equally start and succeed, like start up a small business and merge it up with academics that is not going to clash. So maybe after this session, you just check on other sections on it. So that's for that. And everything I've been saying is just more like objective, or want to prioritize moods, or we want to see our young adults succeeding. We don't want to see them after spending years, time, resources, and it's still going to or look like or be as if they wasted everything, because that actually what is going to start looking at, like it's just going to look like that. That's just the fact. And it's going to now or it triggers that saying that school is a scam. It powers it more. Have you seen it? So that's for that. And that is what we're trying to avoid, more like an objective. So sorry guys, so that's for that. Mind you, we have been making a lot of topics already when it has to do with life after school, and today we have another topic to venture into, or more like to or enlighten you on. Okay, and today's topic is very crucial. So I don't know, if you're seated already, just grab your chair very tight, and maybe if you have your writing material, or if you can still comprehend, I've given you a thumbs up. Okay, you're still good to go. All right. So, firstly, maybe I'll just do a quickly introduction on last live streaming session. Last live streaming session that was yesterday. We normally stream every day on YouTube platform. So, yesterday was the last live streaming session. So, many of you here were not opportune to join. Maybe I should just quickly introduce the topic, then just say a few things on it, then we'll get what we have today. Mind you, we have a very crucial topic, and everything was say just for the benefit of our youth, our young adults, our upcoming youth. And mind you, what we don't want to see them suffering after spending years in secondary school, in uni. We don't want to see them looking frustrated because of they were not taught or guided from this area, because school is more like theoretically, like it's going to be teaching you more like how to read, how to write, how to speak. Do you get this? So what we're doing here is more like life skills, life abilities, problem solving abilities, what life requires, what you're going to be expected to give us or to the world. Do you get? So that's for that. And okay, let me not say a lot about it. Okay, I said I'll just introduce, or what's it called, or yesterday's live stream section topic, then maybe I'll do a bit explanation, then we'll get to what we have today. Okay. So guys, yesterday's live stream section was school versus real life. Okay, yesterday's live stream section was school versus real life. Let me bring this thing down. Okay, guys. So sorry, I was okay. I was just positioning well. I said yesterday live stream section, what we had, or the topic we treated on was school life versus real life. I don't know. Let me now tell you. Maybe you have not been opportune to get the knowledge that. Sorry, guys. Maybe you have not been opportune to get the knowledge that they have school life, and they also have outside life. So maybe I'm the first to tell you. And okay, you're going to pay attention so that you get what I'm saying, and I'm going to try distribution. And moreover, I'm not saying a lot on this yesterday section. I'll just do a quick introduction. So what we said yesterday about school versus real life hard truth is more like this is what students are not being taught yet. There is something they call school life. School life is just more like when you're still in school, you're going to be informed, you're going to be lectured, you're going to be guided by lecturers, you're going to be given timetables to or your academies, you're going to be guided. Do you get that? You're going to be informed when you have lectures, when you don't have, when you have exams. Now this is more like school life. These are just the necessary activities that is going to be going on when you're still in school. Now there's also what called outside school life. Now this is more like when you are from school, you're going to start handling things, you're going to live more like independent life, you're going to figure things out by yourself because you are an adult, which cannot deny the fact. So a lot is going to change. And at that stage, at that point in time of one's life, if you're not the student that have started that have laid already foundation, if you're not the student that have started something while you're still in school, anything that I don't know, anything that happened at that time is very, very critical, and it's possible, it has the ability to ruin someone's life. So this is why we're trying to prevent it, or even prepare students. They should even, there is a description we give out on how to, or okay, we're trying to pass the view on how students should see failure as. They should see it as more like feedback. They shouldn't see it as something that is killing them, or something that is ruining their life. More like they should see it as a phase. Like, students should see failure as more like a feedback. They should distinguish themselves from failure. Failure is just more like the occurrence. You're a person, you're not a failure. So the fact that you fail doesn't mean you're a failure. It's just an occurrence, something that happens. So you can equally merge, or you can equally get things done, do things in a more appropriate way, and get it right. So the fact that you failed as a student in something doesn't make you a failure, doesn't give you the room to start questioning one's words, or start being looking down on yourself, stuff like that. So that's for that. If you feel is more like an experience, because failure is going to teach you what, or your comfort zone fail to teach you. What I mean there is just like, when you're working on a particular thing and you happen to fail, if you're doing that thing back, like if you're trying to do that thing back, you're going to figure out a more appropriate way to get it done effectively and efficient. Have you seen it? So that incident is just more like a feedback. It's just more like an experience. It inculcated something to you. So this is how students should always see failure, and seeing it from this view is going to help them in life, because when they are going to start facing all of this, they're not going to just easily quit. They're not going to just stop. They're going to resilience. They're going to press more. They are going to fight back. I don't mean fighting physical. Like, they're just going to press, and or they're not going to just easily quit on. So that's for that. And under that, we have said a lot already when it has to do with school life. Okay, we said school is more like you're going to be lecturers are coming, everything is doing, or exams are coming, prepare. And life is more like when you're going to be figuring things out by yourself. Like, there's no timetable, there's nothing to inform you this one is happening, there's nothing to or give you or hint. There is no expo, there is no timetable. Now, that is why, now watch, okay, just like when you're in school, exams are coming, you'll be informed. Lectures are coming, you're going to be informed. A lot is going to happen, you're going to be informed. But life is more like a different case. Life is reality. Like, it do comes, and when you're like, failure is not going to be telling you, or knocking at your door, that is coming. Now, this is where our adult needs to be more conscious and intentional about their life after school, because it can really make one and as well destroy one when you're not ready for it. Now, for the fact that you're an adult, there is a lot of things have been exposed, or when you're out from a university, that is not the end of life. It's more like introducing you to the another phase of life. You're being pushed. Like, school life is like telling reality, this one is ready to face you. I'm pushing it out for you. Have you seen it? That is what graduation from school means. Like, that is what it looks. Now, at that stage, most of of the mileage, most of the allowances. Okay, as a student, when you're still in school, you're going to be getting allowance, you're going to be funded, people are taking care of you. But once you're out, you assume to be adult, you assume to figure things out by yourself. Have you seen the shock there? Have you seen why a lot of people feel? Because they are having that mindset, and when they're out, those accredited stuff, those finances, those supports are not going to be coming, not in any way. Most of them is going to be reduced, most of them is going to be cut down short, totally. They are going to be like, go and figure life out by yourself. They're going to be like, solve your bills. They're going to be like, figure things out by yourself. Have you seen? Now, if a student is not prepared for it, if he's not expecting this, if he's not or having plans, if he or she has not started doing something, like more like a support system, something that can fund him, something that can yield more, even when he has not, or she has not gotten a job, something. And this something that we're mentioning is more like skills, it's more like businesses. And we said, even if it's a skill, you can equally get to learn soft skill that can equally yield you money, that can you can use as an exchange, something that you can equally get done to people, and they are gonna pay you. And all these things, maybe graphic designing, video this, all of this, it a lot. So you don't have any reason to just while away your time. And he said the way you won't love or have to why spend money on unnecessary things, you shouldn't while away your time. Now this is particularly meant for students. Now even in school, you have a lot of time, you have things, you have most times you have your leisure time, so you shouldn't just while it away because you're a student. Moreover, you should just venture it to something, you should just merge it or get to learn some things during your free time. So this is how a student can equally get to grow. Do you get? So that's for that. And if we're heading to what we have today mainly, okay, I don't know if you check today's thumbnail is more like how to get 10 customers in school. I don't know, it's just more like jazz. I want to give you jazz. I want to what's it called, I want to give you something to just more like I'll give you a secret, a code to sell. And mind you, this we are more like referring to students still in school. Do you get that? And we have been saying already they can start up something when they are still in school. And a lot is being like, how can I start up something? How can I make sales? And today's section is actually solving that problem, which I titled how to get 10 customers. Mind you, you're just starting up. So this is just more like a blueprint, a milestone of starting up. Now when you are actually going to follow these steps, you're going to explore. This is just more like the first phase when we're talking about business in school, when we're referring or trying to give our student the idea of starting up something in school. So this is just more like the first phase. So, and what we're trying to get here is just trying to bring to the notice of our students, young adults, still in school and out from school, that even when you're still in school, there is possible ways of making sales, there is possible ways of getting a business started and grow without having a physical shop. And I think this section is actually going to solve that problem. So maybe if you can comprehend, that's cool. I'm giving you a thumbs up. And because I'm gonna be saying a lot on this already, okay. And moreover, it's just tips or strategies. So you're going to actually get it. Okay, at first we have okay. Mind you, the section today is how to get customers in school. How to get 10, okay, how to get 10 first customers in school. Now remind you, or you're a student, this more like trying to communicate or trying to show you the path or how you can equally get 10 customers to buy, how you can equally compare, sorry guys, how you can equally make sales like within your environment even without selling online first. And if we're talking about sales in this context or in this sense, well, if we're referring to students, you want to bring it to our student notice that you actually selling. If you're in campus, you actually selling it, it mustn't be online. And mind you, you're gonna grow the time, like it's more like gradual process, and it takes, and as they said, you can't beat process. So this is more like process, and it's more like something that takes time. Even you cannot just easily trust someone online and just purchase something without knowing the process. So you're not expected to start focusing on online customers as a startup, or as you're starting up, as you're trying to build up your brand, as you're trying to get visibility, like stuff like that. So you're more like going to, or the primary objective of yourself, or the primary the basic uh your mind, everything, like your the primary objective is just more like your innate people that are around you. That is why we said, okay, at first we say start with your immediate circle. Okay, start with your immediate circle. Mind you, we're trying to get you 10 customers. We are trying to or give you a practical picture on how you can make first 10 customers if you're just starting up a business as a student. And we were saying here, okay, start with your immediate circle. Now immediate circle with me here, maybe your friends, your roommates, your hostel mates, your department people, your church members, or people around you, Now this has a reason. Mind you, these are immediate people. They already know you, they already know your location, they already know some things about you. Now the trust rate is high. Have you seen it? So someone on that falls under that category can easily and confidently buy your product without thinking on scamming. Have you seen it? So these are more like the primary milestones that you're going to start stepping on and coming up. Now, your what's it called again? Your circle, okay, your immediate circle, like people that are around you, people that knows you, people that have some details about you, people that have already trusted you, like trusted people already. So this is just more like milestone. And this, as I said, can be your friends, roommates, maybe church members, people that lives around you. You're going to have hello guys, I started up a small business. I don't mind if you patronize me. Have you are you getting it now? So this just more like you trying to bring what you're selling in the picture. And most times you're going to be like trying to post it on your status and all of that. So I'm just coming up. This is just more like the first milestone on getting customers. And as I said, you shouldn't, or you don't, clients, online customers at this stage, because you have not built or what's it called? Like you have not built structure. Like people don't know you yet, people don't trust you yet. So I've been scammed already on getting to buy products. So you should start small and you're gonna recommend them. When people start recommending you, your business has started growing. So that's it. Firstly is starting up with your immediate circle. Secondly is use the support by small business strategy. Now this is going to be like, hey look guys, patronize my small business. And this works because in uni, in school life, a lot of people like patronizing others. And when you start using this language, or when you start my small business, most of them are just going to patronize you, not because they want to buy, just because encourage you. Guys, this is a strategy that works. What's it? Use small. Okay, you support my small business strategy. Still, people around you. You have not started posting online. As your first 10 customers lies within. You're not starting up a business that you're expecting 5 customers. Or it's still possible. Let me just say in the next one, purchasing goods need trust. That you have not built yet. So you actually said you support my small groups in your department, all of that. You're going to be like, hey guys, my name, I saw this, please support my, just going to buy just to encourage you, not really because they actually need it. So it's more like a strategy, and it's all best customers discount. This more like a very jazz that works. I call it jazz a discount. You're going to be like, uh first 5 customers get 5 in the next 24 hours. This can last for in the next 24 hours. In the next 2 hours, this there is discount. All of this is just more like a ways of getting people's attention, and this creates curiosity, this creates tension. Like it triggers, it's just more like psychological trigger. Like it triggers your customers, it triggers your clients, like it triggers people that are seeing it. Now even when they don't want to buy, they're just going to make haste to buy because there is discount. Because everybody wants more. Okay, people wants more like special things. Now when you be like this, I'm selling 5 products only for 5 people. Sorry guys, you're going to be like, I'm selling 5 products only for 5 people, and the first 5 people to buy is going to get so product at so amount. Have you seen this? So people around are just going to rush just to be the five people. Have you seen? So by so doing, you have already started making sales, and through that, your business has started going. And again, it's just more like a discount. And most times you're going to reduce some money. You're going to be like in the next 24 hours you're going to get I'm selling this on 500. Once after 24 hours it's getting back to the real you're getting back to the real, what's it called, so hasting buyers, it's hasting people to get start looking for you. Okay, this is actually what works as well. So for the fact that you're a student and for the fact that your gym business shouldn't give you a room to just feel reluctant or just relax and only depend on posting alone, most times your carry your product alongside with you. If you're going for lectures, carry it because that's what you prioritize. That is your business. So you shouldn't be afraid or scared or even ashamed of your business because when you're doing that, I don't know, your stomach will be ashamed of you. I'm just kidding. So this is just more like a strategy that works, which is carry your product around. Now this is a university and most products are sold physically. So as I said, you're starting up. So you're going to free out your mindset from online because you have not built structure there yet. So you're more like going to focus around people around, more like classmates, more like housemates, more like roommates, more like colleagues. Do you get? So these are just people that are going to or help you get to that point which is global, like them buying, then recommending you, then sharing reviews, then testifying that this girl's product is working, this girl's product is amazing. It's what makes other people buy, and by so doing that is actually good. So it's more like carrying it around, and it can work maybe if you get to meet your friend that normally okay, let me use fragrance for instance. Maybe people that sell fragrance, you're going to put like 2 3 bottles in your pocket while you're going. All these your friends that normally gets to buy goods or fragrance, you're going to be like, I've started selling fragrance now, come and buy from me. Now most of them are going to be like, let me test. Most of them are going to be like, let me just check out. Test has 80% possibility that they are going to buy. Okay, this for fragrance, and this actually how physical products can be sold. Like this how students can make sales while carrying their products alongside with them. So that's also a strategy that works. Okay, I have another one. Use WhatsApp status every day. Okay, this is just more like uh mind you, as your WhatsApp status has your contact list, people that knows you already. So you're ought to or you're expected to use it daily. And mind down to this is more like a bonus tips. The way you open your physical shop, the way you would love to be opening your physical shop, you should always be showing up. Now, sorry, there's what they call consistency in business, and that is actually what builds trust, what builds visibility, what builds credibility. Do you get that? So you owning a business is not enough to make sales, to explore. If you're serious with it, you're going to be showing up. Now showing up, I mean, since you have a physical shop, you're gonna treat it just like your physical shop. And he said that your WhatsApp platform, your WhatsApp or contact list, your WhatsApp status is perfectly well designed for it. Now you can actually do that by showing up every day. Okay, and not even only posting, because there is this way you can be posting and it's going to be bored. If you're always posting buy my product, buy my product every morning, oh my god, people are going to start ignoring that. That's just the fact. There is a prescribed way. If we're talking about referring to students posting on their WhatsApp status, there is a prescribed way and a perfect way that they are going to be doing that, and it's going to get people's attention. Now you can ask Azal now, like, what's this way? Okay, it's just more like in the morning you're going to post a product picture, just a picture of your product. Afternoon you're going to post customers review, or night you're going to just post videos or educational videos on your niche, on your product. that is related to your product. So you're not just going to be diversificating anyhow and maybe be confusing your audience or your customer. So you're going to focus on a particular thing. Let me bring it down. What I mean by product picture, maybe in the morning you're going to post two special fragrance available, or so one in such amount. Maybe afternoon time you're going to be like two products sold out, three products sold out. Now this creates authority, this creates attention. Now people are going to be like, oh my, this girl is selling, this girl is making sales. They will even want to buy, because a lot of people are not buying because they want to buy. People are buying what people are buying. Let me explain. People are buying what people are buying. Now when a lot of people are purchasing a particular product, even when the other person doesn't want to, he or she is going to be like, what is people seeing in this thing? He or she will just love to still patronize. Do you get? So people are buying what people are buying. When you're a kind of advertising or posting reviews, posting testimonies, posting testimonies of people that have purchased already, and most times you just be like, write a honest review of my product. You just screenshot the positive ones and post, maybe where they are like, oh, this product is nice, this product is amazing. Now this is what creates triggers curiosity, and it as well is more like it controls the mind. Do you get that? So sorry, when someone starts seeing it, when other clients, when other customers start seeing it, they're actually going to buy. So maybe let me still give this more like bonus tips here. There's what they call follow up in business, follow up in market. Now he said that money hides under conversation. Now if someone maybe approach you and be like, I want to buy, and maybe someone just caught your attention on a product, and maybe the person will be like, I'll get back to you. Don't relax. Get to go after the person. After the person, I mean, gets to DM the person. That is called follow up. It's not wrong. It's called follow up in business. You're going to follow the person up. You're going to be like, hi, are you still interested? I wanted to check if you're still interested in our business, if you're still interested in our business deal. So this is more like following up. And most times they are going to be tired. They will just buy. They don't have option to buy. And most times, most of them would have maybe forgotten. And by following up, you're going to remind them, and they are actually going to buy. So this is how follow up can actually make you sales. This is how your following customers, following clients can actually yield you income. So that's for that. And we have again, ask happy customers to refer friends. Now this is just more like a tips that I will. Now if you if I get to purchase your product and I'm happy because I got what I wanted, and you're going to be like, if I also know my friends that wants this product, I should refer you. Now this is really working. Now it's just like in a school, mind you, a lot okay, in the hostel, people normally talk, people normally chat, gist. Now if or they be like, oh my, this your product is amazing. Now that is a reference, like, and by so doing, okay, just like when you refer, when you purchase, okay, when you sell to your roommate is going to refer, what's it called, your roommate is going to refer people around is going to post. There is from that maybe from that view, or just from that little act, you're going to be getting 15-20 customers within a week. This is more like recommendation. And when you start posting all those reviews, when you start posting all those sales, that's what creates structure, and that is when you are going to start expecting or even looking towards, what's it called, online customer. Do you get that? So this is more like foundations that you need to lay first, because it's what builds them. uh, it's what makes their heart strong, that you're not a bot, that you're not a scam person, that your business is real, because those reviews are going to be money, they are going to be seeing it. So this is how, like, how business people create structures and start exploring online. So that's for that. And I have again, okay, just like example stories to tell. Okay, I think I just say something like that. When you tell a satisfied customer, or he or she is going to tell another person. Just more like oral or oral referral. This is just how it works. Oral referral or match to match referring. And we said this works like jazz, like it works perfectly well. If I purchase your product and I'm satisfied with it, you're going to be like, I should, even without you telling me, I'm going to refer other people that I know that need such, because I was actually satisfied. You get that? So those other people will still get to inform other people. Now this is just how like how oral business, oral referral works. And he said to, it works perfectly well. So it do work, sha. It do work, sha. So that's for that. So important lesson for students, important lesson for graduates, important lesson for undergraduates, important lesson for young adults. It's not more like we were talking about business in school. You shouldn't wait for perfection. You shouldn't wait for when the whole world is asking for the product. So you should just start up something. The emphasis is just start up, like gets to start something. And once you have started, like it gets to, okay, there's this thing I've recovered, or let's just say I've get to understand that life, or let's say setting up something, you not stepping a step forward, it's hindering you from, or I don't know, just like a step forward is just more like you're going to, or okay, let me just use the review that I saw, more like a clip. Okay, someone just look at his top, it was too high, but when he jumped the first one, he now realized that there was no step again to jump. It was just that first stop, it was it's hard. So it could be that starting up a business is hard, like you're going to just start. Maybe when you just start, you're going to explore. Have you seen? So this is why taking up first steps is necessary. Like that's a milestone, that is where is always hard. And this is just more like once that first step is taken, other steps are going to be easy. So you're just more like encouraged, or being a kind of being advised to start up while you're still in school, being advised to start up when you still have some visual start, because school life is where you, or you can actually grow in anything that you're starting. You can actually get to migrate, you can actually get visibility. Now this is a stage that we're telling students not to miss, that will be like utilize it, because you can actually start up something there and explore that. So that's so that. And I think, okay, the advice for more like important lesson, as I said, you should just start small. You shouldn't wait for perfection. You shouldn't wait when you have all the home money. You shouldn't wait when you have people to support before you start up. Just get to start up something, and you get to go. Process, they said, it takes time. It can't be process. So it's more like it's going to take time, but it's sure. And consistency, they say, consistency beats talent. Where talent fails to work hard, you're going to be consistent in your business. You're going to always showing up. You're going to always show up, just like you will be showing up in your physical business. Just like the way you would love to open your physical shop, you should always post daily, because that creates visibility. When you're posting daily, people are going to be like, this person is real. And once in a while, you're going to show your face. That's how to build trust. That's how to build trust. You're going to be showing your face most times. You're going to advertise your product by yourself. You're going to be like, this is the vendor behind this product. Do you get that? So this is more like strategies to make sales, and this is more like specially structured for beginners, people that are just starting up businesses. And this as well can work for any businesses. And once it's in school, and once we apply these strategies, this is going to really work. So that's for that. And that's for that for our graduate tech students, for upcoming and everybody. So I don't know if you watched so far, maybe just consider giving us a thumbs up. And maybe if you're not subscribed to our channel, just quickly do that. And maybe you just or try following us on other social media handles, Facebook, UFGRAPHICS, and Instagram UFGRAPHICS. And or maybe just refer us to your friends that needs, or you know that as well needs this lesson, that needs to be implicated and needs to be guided. Or maybe you should just try following us on any social media that he or she can get to. get us in touch and we grow together and we'll get to more shifts are coming, more lessons are coming, more sections are coming. So that's for that. And in today's section is more like we'll come to the end of today's section. So you can just drop anything, you can drop likes, you can follow us for more, you can drop messages, you can ask questions, we'll get to reply you guys. So that's for that. And I really get the fact that you watched and it's not taken for granted, not in any way. So UF really regards the fact that you watched. So that's for that, and I'm giving you a thumbs up. Yeah, it's thumbs up. This is thumbs up, and I was doing like this. So I'm giving you a thumbs up for that. So it's not taken for granted. At the point in time we're going to be going offline, I'll just thank you for your time. Join us tomorrow.